is important.
It's honky. Here we go. Give it a clap. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 36 of DeltaHalo, the podcast all about competitive Halo and Halo Pro League. I am Sergeant. We got MattyIce and Cat over there this week. What's up, guys?
What's up, Sergeant?
How's it going today, everybody?
Things are going great. It is an absolute scorcher outside. We are sweating like crazy up in the booths right now.
Yep. And if you're on Twitch right now, we are live broadcasting as we record this, so you can see the sheens of sweat running down our faces as we record. It'll be great.
Yep, twitch.tv/part_time_elite.
Sweaty brow.
Really adds to the effect.
My house has air conditioning. I feel pretty good, actually.
Wow. Wow.
So my feet are actually a little cold, to be honest. I might have to put a hoodie on.
Jesus. Just rubbing it in over there.
But my upstairs is like a freaking oven, man. Like, trying to sleep is crazy. Like, I can't do it.
You sleep downstairs.
That's what you bought the house for. You can sleep wherever the hell you want. It's your house.
What? I mean, dang it. I'll sleep in the basement. Oh, it feels so good down there. I have no idea why I didn't make this room down in the basement. I'd call it the Bobcat's lair. Is what I'd call it.
It'd be the lair.
I mean, it's still called that, but.
Well.
Yeah, Sergeant. So, what'd you get into this last couple of days? I heard you were maybe watching some of the Europe.
Yeah, I watched the European finals. I watched some relegation as well. Both were really exciting. I mean, the relegation, I think, went as expected for many European fans, and we'll get into this a lot deeper later in the show here, but relegation was awesome. It was exciting because, you know, it's relegation. You lose, you're out of Pro League next year, so brought a lot of excitement that way, and then the finals themselves were great, and it's a little bit of a preview of what we're going to see this weekend, I think. Obviously, the skill level is going to be taken up a few notches with the NA teams, but it was still really exciting. I mean, you spoke to it last week. It's really, really fun to watch the European guys. I don't know what it is, if it's a skill level that just seems a little bit more relatable, a little bit more attainable. Yes, the skill level is not as good as the NA guys, but neither am I. So it's nice to watch some guys that I can actually relate to as well as these guys that I'll never touch. But yeah, I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the European casters with Onset, the Sims. God, Wonder Boy, they had a whole crew over there, and Bravo actually flew out as well. So they did it up really, really well, and yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot.
That's cool. Yeah, I guess when I was watching, it was kind of like watching college football. I mean, you got like kids out of high school trying to get in there and stuff like that, and then you have just some standout players that just murk and just destroy. Kind of like Jimbo you were talking about. I heard a lot of hype about him. Unfortunately, I was not able to watch. We had my girlfriend's dad's birthday. It's pretty big bash. And I had to work all weekend, so I missed a lot of it.
Yeah, it's tough. You got into it a little bit though, Matt, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. You were texting us about it and stuff like that, so I popped it on. Although I was doing other things and wasn't listening to the commentator, so I feel like I missed out. But
yeah, you gotta get that European
awesome
flavor.
Yeah, awesome accent. Oi, governor! That was a good shot over there.
That's pretty close, yeah.
See, I can do it. I can just go over there and just fit right in. But yeah, no, it was good. It was fun to watch. Although as I started watching it, Fabi or however they say it, but was just dominating. They took off. They were unreal. They were really locked it down and were very impressive.
Yeah, it was impressive. We'll get into the run that they went on in the entire European Pro League season, but right now, you guys been playing many games? I know a lot of us have been busy. Schedule's been a little bit nuts this past week. We did get some Halo in, got some SWAT, got some Arena. Actually, not Arena. We got some Slayer in. I finally got my rank, which is no, that was in SWAT. I got my SWAT rank. I take that back. I just got my SWAT rank, Platinum 1. I'll take it. I was doing it all solo, and got Slayer. I don't even know what I'm at now. Somewhere in mid platinums. All I remember is Cat was complaining about, we better win this game of SWAT, guys. We better win this game of SWAT. I'm gonna get Onyx. I'm gonna get Onyx.
So yeah, I'm gonna build on that.
There's
Great news.
DMR SWAT too. It's like just.
Anyways, good news. I got my Onyx. I got my Onyx in SWAT.
Whoa.
There.
Congrats.
Finally did it. I rose from gold 6 to Onyx.
Wow.
That was a heck of a climb.
That's a lot of SWAT, by the way.
Grinding.
Marathon.
Was that all solo, or you're playing with anybody?
I got most of it solo, to be honest. Had to cut the cord.
From who? From who?
Legit.
Oh.
The cord has like
It happens. It was bound to happen.
Carrying him on my back, for God's sakes.
Man, he's in a rut right now. Serious rut.
All that Warzone firefight, it's getting to him. Doesn't think he has to hide anymore.
Making him soft.
So I got my Onyx in that. I got to Diamond 6 in Slayer, but as of last night, I dropped to Diamond 5. I just wasn't putting it together.
So I gotta say, for we were talking last week that we have a good chemistry going when it's the three of us. Throw in a fourth, it kind of throws it off a bit. Legit was he was slacking a bit. But we got a tweet today from Sparrow, who was listening out there. He said, "I heard you guys were looking for a fourth." He threw his hat in the ring.
That's what I'm talking about. It's open. Open spot. Legit a free agent.
Seriously though, we have also Itanium from the Halo Bowl.
Yeah.
That was on Podtacular's team. He said if we ever need a fourth too, he's in. So
right on. We will take him any day of the week.
Yeah, right.
Any day.
Although I've been struggling, so I put a little bit of Halo, a couple of games of Slayer here or there, just hopping around. I don't know.
You've been consumed by Overwatch.
Seriously, it's ruining me. But I mean, it's not. Well, it's just little things too. Like I don't know. Like I feel like the way I play Halo is not like the safe way where you aren't trying to one-on-one beat everyone. Like that's just the way I play Halo. I guess I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I understand that sometimes it's not the best way to go, but like that's the way. I can't help it sometimes. So like when I'm one-on-one with people now, it is like occasionally like I'm trying to duck and I change my Elite controller around between Overwatch and Halo, and it's like the same buttons, but they do different things. One jumps and the other one crouches, and it's just like
tough.
Usually you get that when you switch games. Same buttons do different things.
Yeah, well, I mean it in a like, because I don't know. I feel like in shooters I always have bumper jumper, but a game like Overwatch throws me off because the bumpers are other things, and so I made the bottom little the hanging down thingy. On the
levers down there. The hanging down thingy, is that D's nuts?
So I made that A so that it jumps, so I can fondle it and it jumps.
That's the way I roll. I keep my controls exactly the same between Halo and Overwatch. Even though the rest of the levers don't do anything, I still have jump back there, which I like. It still keeps my right thumb on the right thumbstick, and I can roll then.
Yeah, I don't know. But other than that, so we played a little bit of golf too. We got a little golf in, a little Rory McIlroy golf.
Dude, last week was a long week. I forgot that we played Rory McIlroy last week.
Yeah, we played a round of that. Had some fun. It was a great performance by yours truly, I might add. So
yeah, it was
not so much by Loxy and Cat over there.
Yeah, Cat and I were fighting for. I would say we're fighting for second, but it was more like fighting for third.
Yeah, we were battling who was going to lose, really. You pulled it out, one circle had +8 or something?
Yeah, I sunk a huge birdie putt, I think, on the last hole.
That was ridiculous. I played a little bit of it yesterday when I had some time. I just played a couple of the tournament or the tour modes, just single player, trying to boost up, my creative player golden.
Yeah.
I got a couple points, man. I suck. I can't finish a tour.
Dude, it's hard.
I get cut every time. I just get cut. I get kicked right out.
It is hard. It's hard to play the tours.
I'm impatient, man. I just want to literally. I get to the ball and I hit it. I hate aiming it. All the best parts of that game probably. I just want to keep swinging at it.
Especially when you're playing it on tournament difficulty.
Right, which is how we play it, which is more like everything's like you don't get to use any of the boosts or anything like that or any of the spins, which you just gotta get up and hit it, and
Au
it's
natural.
a struggle at times. So, but other than that, we played some golf. I played a little bit of FIFA. I've been streaming some FIFA too, kind of getting back into the Ultimate Team on that.
Yeah,
it's my fun. I have fun. I've enjoyed doing that when no one else is on, really, or like I don't feel like playing a shooter. I just go in that. It's something I can play competitively, and I do. It's pretty fun, so I enjoy it. But other than that, I think that's about it.
I also wanted to add that going back to some previous episodes when we were talking about Destiny players going to Halo, like I was seeing a lot of people on my friends list going over to Halo, especially because of the Warzone firefight. I'm proud to announce Alpaca Tackler, one of our core group of friends from back home. He actually we
might have a best gamer tag, by the way. Sorry to interrupt, but I think he totally wins gamer tag.
It's really good.
Well, where did that even come from? That's so random.
I don't know.
Was that like one of the generated ones from Xbox?
No, but that would be amazing.
We did have alpacas in our hometown, so
yeah,
maybe that's
came up with that all by himself, I think.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Me too. He's not. I don't really see him as the creative type, but hey, that's off Alpaca. So yeah, this kid actually we talked about in the beginning episodes. He's the one that showed us Halo.
Yeah.
And then quit playing because we got too good at it.
Yeah.
And he didn't like playing with us, and so he hasn't actually bought Halo since Halo 2.
Dang.
Yeah, he has not played or bought it since Halo 2. And now that this Warzone firefight, give it to legit beast mode to actually talk him into buying it. He went over to his house and basically set everything up to hit the buy button, and he just did it. So
it's hysterical.
But he's been playing it. We've been playing the Warzone firefight. Like he's trying to text me right now to play. He's addicted, and
nice.
Well, and here's I'm glad Kat actually brought this up because I kind of forgot about it. Now I should have said this when we first started doing the podcast and talked about our early experiences at Halo. Alpaca Tackler was the first guy or first person to ever get me into Halo at all. He was Halo, the original Halo. Me and him used to play it at my house by fifth, sixth grade, whatever it was.
It was sixth. No, it was seventh grade.
A long
that was seventh grade. I remember.
Like we used to we'd bring our Xboxes to each other's house and stuff like that. We'd sit there and we'd just like run around and try to stick each other like the entire time.
Yeah, that's yeah. I remember that because we used to go to Blood Gulch or whatever it used to be, whatever the name of it is originally. We would go there and just put stickies on the Warthog and just like chunk it way up in the air.
Yeah, and it was just like, and he was like the first one to ever like. I think it was because I think I had the Xbox. I think he had Halo. I didn't have Halo or something like that, but we always played it when he came over, and I never played it otherwise. And he was the first person to introduce me to Halo. So,
I mean, he's the first person in our group of friends to get an Xbox. Yeah. Made fun of him so hard about it.
PlayStation was where it was at.
Yeah, we were such fanboys of PlayStation. It was bad.
Dude, yeah, I remember PS2 came out, and we were playing Smuggler's Run over at Vinny's house. That was all we were playing with Smuggler's Run. That was the best launch game.
I would play Smuggler's Run today.
Dude, yeah. That game was amazing.
Twisted Metal, just give me one of those two games for cars.
Yeah.
And I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. Well, I mean, Smuggler's Run was like the first open area game where you could just go anywhere you wanted. I don't remember a game like that ever. That was like a race car game.
We should get it somehow and do a Let's Play on it, because that would be hysterical to see how it probably doesn't hold up, by the way. But like,
no, it probably doesn't hold up at all. But I remember, dude, I remember the graphics were awesome back then, though. The cars looked so good.
Drive cars off cliffs. It was such a big map.
Yeah, it was. That was a really fun game, man.
There were secret areas.
Good times.
Anyway. Man, I could reflect on that game all day.
Anyway, yeah. So Alpaca's really digging Firefight, huh?
Yeah. So if you have any Destiny fans out there that you're friends with that just despise Halo, now's your chance. Now's your chance to get them in the loop here. Because now that I got them in Firefight, we played a couple arena games and
nice.
It's doing good. We were 2v2 in it. I mean, the last game we won. 25-19. I had 25 kills, and he had 6 assists. But still, I still did better with him than legit. So I don't know. He just didn't die.
You're just burying him right now.
I know. He's gonna hate this episode.
Oh, that's great. Oh man. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, episode 36. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and give us a rating and review in iTunes. We love seeing those reviews, seeing that feedback. It really means a lot to us. Let us know what you think. And if you want to stay up to date with all the shenanigans and tweets and things we're putting out, follow us on Twitter at part_time_elite. Or if you want to send us a long-winded poem or letter, email us at espawngaming@gmail.com.
Those are great.
That's the spiel.
But also, don't forget to subscribe on our Twitch, too, now that we do these live.
Yeah.
If you're watching or if you're listening, you can hop on Twitch. We gave it to you earlier, but twitch.tv/part_time_elite. Go ahead and subscribe there. We're trying to build a bigger presence over all of our media platforms, Twitch, YouTube, and obviously our podcast is the biggest thing, but we're really trying to build our media presence for more things and get you guys more content as much as we can and as much as we can do with the time that we have.
Buckling down, as they say.
Buckling down. We're getting real.
I was going to make an inappropriate comment, too, about streaming on something else, and then I figured it was probably better not to, so.
We'll let that one go.
MattyIce will take it there.
Yeah.
All right, so we introduced...
Cat's aspirations.
We introduced last week's weekly challenge as getting 5 ground pound kills in a single game of Arena or Warzone. We tweeted out MattyIce's proof that he did it. He did it the first night. He did it the night we announced it last week. And we hear that a lot of you guys are struggling with this challenge. We need to see some results here, guys. We're going to extend this another week because we want to keep this challenge going. We've gotten some response and we want to get some more. We want to get some more submissions. So please go out there, go into Arena, go into Warzone. Not Warzone Firefight. You got to actually be playing other live players. Go out there and... It doesn't matter if you go incredibly, incredibly negative. Just get those 5 ground pound kills. Go into the post-game carnage report. Take a screenshot. Take a photo on your phone. Tweet it to us. Send it to us in an email. Let us know that you conquered the challenge and get a point that will contribute to a DeltaHalo t-shirt potentially at the end of the season.
So I got 11 when I did mine. 11 ground pounds in one match.
Put that into perspective.
I actually went 15 and 8 too. Like, it was ridiculous. But pro tip, big team battle, find a good spot to go on the map and just let them come. It helps if you're playing in a stronghold. So I got big team battle stronghold, and I found a perch on top of the stronghold, and it was just carnage.
Nice.
I mean, literally the most fun I've had playing Halo in 6 years. It was just fantastic. I was like giggling like a little schoolgirl. It was great. They just kept coming.
11, dude, that's crazy. I had trouble. I didn't get it, but then again, I was playing Slayer and SWAT
over there.
And it wasn't just part of my gameplay. I wasn't going to get a ground pound.
I want to see some ground pounds in SWAT. That's what I want to see.
I mean, too bad you took out Warzone. I don't know.
Complete it in SWAT. That's bonus points.
Yeah, complete that in SWAT. Give us proof. That's bonus points for sure.
I mean, you just kind of got to land near him in SWAT, don't you? Or does it just still take down?
I don't know. Ground pound's a ground pound. I'll take it.
I'll take it. It was tough. I got another week, though. If I beat MattyIce, what do I get?
That's TBD.
Respect.
And the cash.
And the cash. I get respect and your cash.
To some people, that's more important. All right, guys. Anyways, we've got some pretty awesome personal news. Not personal to the podcast. We were contacted last week by Loot Crate. You guys may be familiar with them. It's a subscription service that you can sign up for, and I think it's a quarterly or bi-monthly subscription. They will send you a crate full of gaming-related goodness. It is really, really cool. If you haven't checked it out, lootcrate.com. They have some really awesome different options for different games, different types of gaming, anime, all sorts of stuff. But the cool thing that they have coming out in September is a legendary Halo crate full of a ton of exclusives, some really cool stuff that they showed on their live stream at RTX. 343 did a live stream in RTX, showed off a few of the pieces that are going to be in the crate. And, we're lucky enough to be able to be partnering with Loot Crate on this release, and hopefully we have a lot of really, really cool stuff to come from it. We'll share out more details as we get it, but like I said, we are so excited and really happy to be able to bring that perk to you guys, and hopefully much more to come.
Yeah, I was really excited. It was funny that I was literally just talking about it, and I just wanted to get them, and like that day or the day after.
Yeah.
So random that happened.
I think it was the day of.
Yeah, I think it was the day of too. I've been so like, that's so weird, but I've been watching this Loot Crate stuff since like the beginning, and I have people in my family that get them and stuff like that, and it's really cool. It helps you build your collection without having to really get out there and grind to look for certain things. And it's just exciting. You get that box in the mail, you get to open it. The unboxing is the fun part.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, it's cool. I'm excited.
It really is too. It's like that hits me right like in the old Diablo playing days because I love Diablo, and the whole getting just random loot, not really knowing what it is, and then pulling it out there. It's like, sweet.
And it's cool because it's like, it's not in a game. Like, that's sweet. Like, you get a crate, open up your own loot crate, and you get like shirts and all sorts of collectibles and stuff. It's sweet. Like, I think it's an awesome model, and this is just, I don't know, beyond my expectations right now.
Yeah, cool that they came to us.
That's
pretty
right.
exciting.
Building something great.
Kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal around here.
We're gonna sell out hard now. Just kidding.
Just keep your eyes out for sellouts in the future. Right,
I'm gonna sell my name, my host name, the rights to it.
Sell your rights to it. Just sponsored. Cat sponsored.
You're also gonna get a Sergeant MattyIce and Cat doll in your box.
That would be awesome. We got to work on that, actually. That's a great idea.
Yeah. How do we get something in that box? Maybe a DeltaHalo t-shirt.
Oh, I like it.
I just want my box to just yell, like as I open it, just go, "What's in the box?"
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
What's in the box?
That'd be great.
It's from like 7 if you don't know that, by the way.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
All right, so we're moving on past that, guys. Really stay tuned for everything we have to announce for that. But getting back into actual Halo gaming news, Super Fiesta is back. That was something that the community absolutely went ape shit for. They absolutely loved Super Fiesta when it was a game type. I had tons of fun doing it. I know we all did when we got in there. You have the chance to play with guns that you don't typically use because it's in, really rare wrecks or whatever it may be. And it's just fun. Try out new things, and just, it's super, gosh, what's the word? There's just no stress. You don't have to try. It's not intense. You're just super laid back.
Seriously, because I still play it like I want to win. I still get stressed out playing it. I just want to win. But now that I've noticed that they brought Fiesta back and I've had more time in Warzone and stuff, I actually know like what I'm getting and what the weapons do too. So it's cool because I remember us talking about this in previous episodes, being like, we don't even know what these guns do.
Yeah, that was an issue.
Yeah, but now, like, I guess you just gotta play it, and you know. So it's so much more exciting playing Fiesta this time around, as of last time. And I've got some pretty good clips on my Xbox Live account there from Fiesta the other day.
Yeah, put that together.
Man, I can't believe though they go crazy for that, but no one's. I just want a sniper playlist. Give me it.
Well, I mean, we talked about it last week. They're bringing back new and returning experiences. So it could be one of them. We don't know. I mean, that might be
maybe even multi-team.
Oh.
Rick, you got the name for that.
Yes, so multi-team for sure, but we have to follow up, and Real Mystery came through in the clutch on this. We were kind of tossing some ideas around, being sent in an email. We got some other responses, but Mystery finally came through in the clutch on Twitter. We were like, man, what's that ball game where you're on the pit, you're wearing like a football helmet, we don't know what it is, it has to be something. We're kind of giving up. We thought, we put the crazy or real out there, and people were calling us crazy, but Mystery comes through, he's like, guys, are you talking about Ricochet? I was like, oh my god, that sounds so right. Like, I had to go Google it and check it out, and it was totally it. It was Ricochet in Halo 4, so just this past Halo, and they brought back the pit and kind of remixed it a little bit. And you got Ricochet on the pit. I knew I was not crazy for remembering that.
Yeah, dude, I could not. I still can't believe it was on Halo 4.
I know, I can't either. It makes sense, though, because there's Sprint.
Yeah. That's true. I was thinking like just early Halo 5 when I first was talking. Like, yeah. I guess that's why MattyIce wouldn't know what it was.
I have no idea. I got nothing.
No, he gave up.
I still think it's made up.
Boo.
I'm kidding.
Boo. We've been riding the Halo train from the beginning. Right,
OG,
Sergeant?
son. OG.
Well, come on.
I mean, I did. I played a lot of Reach, so I never really. I did skip ODST though. I never
Yeah,
bought it.
I did too. I never played it. Heard it was really good though.
If I don't like a game, I'm just not going to play it. I didn't like Halo 4. It was just not my thing. I don't know. It wasn't Halo to me. It didn't feel like Halo.
So,
And correctly so.
Yeah.
yeah, Ricochet. I'm pumped.
Ricochet.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so I would love to see that come back. Great thing is 343 made it up, so maybe they'll bring it back.
That's all. Fingers crossed. Or Headhunter. I'll take Headhunter.
Headhunter would be cool too. There are some good game types lost in time.
Yep.
All right, so we knew this past weekend was the EU finals as well as the relegation round for the European Pro League. And we want to talk about that a little bit more. I know we talked about it a little bit at the top. Relegation was awesome. I mean, it had a buzz to it that, I don't know, I just hadn't really felt it before. And I didn't know the teams, the two teams coming up from the Open. And as for the teams that were actually kind of in relegation zone in Pro League, I wasn't really too familiar with them, but it was still really exciting to watch this go down, and that's what we're going to see this upcoming weekend with North American. I think we're going to see some really close matches, to be honest, in the NA relegation. But as far as EU goes, I love the format. In the end, both of the Pro League teams stayed up, and both of the Open teams stayed in the Open. They didn't make it into Pro League, so that league will continue on as it was. But to get into the actual final matches, man, it was crazy getting down to the final matchup with Fabi and X-Men. X-Men was really loaded up with Jimbo and Snipe Drone. Fabi, again, loaded and went on a 10-0 tear. They didn't lose all season. They're kind of like the CLG of EU for the most part. And they just continued to roll. They didn't get slowed down, won the finals of the EU League, and that's your champ. What do you guys think of that?
I would have to add that I just love how you guys are getting cultured. Really bring out the Cats culture corner.
Feeling it.
And here you are, the European HCS. So I'm pumped. Really making a difference out there.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta give it to you. That corner.
Unfortunately, I can't really add too much onto this because I was off working. So I'll let Matty take over.
Thoughts on the EU finals?
Yeah, Fabi was just good. I mean, they're a good team. They've obviously showed it all year. And actually, I lied. I did hear the announcers a little bit because I remember them talking about just how good they were.
Yeah.
But I must have just put them off after that. But yeah, they rolled. They're solid. And it's fun to have a team that's good. I mean, but the game was close too. I mean, it was 2-2. We make it seem like it was just blowout, but I mean, it really wasn't. It was 2-2, and then it really, got down to almost pretty much the wire, and then they just took over,
It's
so they were
snowballed.
pressed.
Yeah,
they were pressed, and then they took over. And the last game was, it was Strongholds, and they took 3 right off the bat, and there was just no hope.
Stronghold, Rig, and God, I think they went up. What did they get up to 40-0, and then they finally got 1 point, and then they continued to roll, and I think they ended up finally getting 25. It was 125 or something like that, but it really did remind me of watching CLG to a degree. They were flooding the map to the areas that they knew the other team was going to be, and they rotated so well. They just dominated the way that I feel like we've seen CLG dominate the NA League.
Yeah, well, just going from the stats, from what I'm looking at, going over everything, that was their first regulation loss during that spree there, with X-Men, and then it looked like they came out strong. X-Men came out strong, but if you're looking at the stats, you can see the Slayer game of Plaza. What are we calling it? Fabi? It's Fabi. Okay, we'll stick with Fabi. So
Fabio.
just smoke showed him. Yeah, Fabio smoke showed him in Slayer Plaza, and then obviously just carried the momentum through your strongholds on rig. That's what it looks like from just statistically speaking, looking at the stats.
Yeah. But
it wasn't close.
It was great. I really hope, a lot of the issues that we were having, even before the show, after watching this past weekend, we wanted to go back and let's take a look at the stats, take a look at the data, take a look at the league and how it really broke down. It is freaking hard to find any sort of articles, any sort of coverage for the EU League, and that's a shame. I think that's a big miss on 343's part, ESL.
Right.
Yeah, great, you have a league over there, but you're not promoting it. They really got to step it up next year. I think it's a success. Yeah, the skill level isn't there, but if you want that to continue to grow, you need to continue to give it publicity and stoke that fire. Get people excited about it. You can't get excited about it if you don't have access to news or anything that's happening. And make it easy. Make it easy for us to find it. We don't need to go into forums. We don't need to go searching on Twitter. It needs to be in one spot where we can find it and read and figure out what a team that we might latch on to might be doing throughout the season.
It's true. I mean, if you go on Google and search like EU HCS Pro League, you're going to get one news result in the last month. If you filter it and you say the last month, you get one result. That is ridiculous.
Unacceptable.
Like I was saying last episode, is it our IPs searching it from New York in this country? I mean, obviously maybe in Google in Europe, you're getting a lot harder hit, but there's no reason that we should be having this much trouble trying to locate things about the European HCS Pro League. There's no reason for it. They're really missing out, like you were saying. Absolutely. I mean, it's a global trend right now, and they're segregating us.
Yeah, if you look at something like, I use League of Legends a lot for an esports model. They go on their website. It's their website, League of Legends. They have an esports page for it. And then from that, there's NA, EU, Korean, Chinese, Brazilian league. I mean, there's all these different leagues that are in the same exact portal as you get for the North American league.
Yep.
It's not branched off into, this is one website, this is one. No, it's a drop-down menu. It takes you right to it. Easy. You can see the players. You can see the teams. You can see stats. It can't be that hard to do. Just get it done.
It takes money, and I'm hoping that's what they were waiting for this season to go off, have confidence that, it's a success. Next year, build out that centralized portal for everything between the two leagues, and I mean, we'll see. I think I'm hoping it's something that's on their radar.
Yeah, we see something more official with stats, the standings, and everything else. And that's the bottom line.
Yeah, absolutely. But you guys know what time it is.
Game time.
This is the Culture Corner, where Cat stops being polite and starts getting real.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Cat's Cultured Corner. Obviously, we're here to get cultured. Like I said before, it is about gaming in other cultures, not necessarily Halo. I try to tie it into Halo, but sometimes it doesn't always work out. And at the end of the first Cat's Cultured Corner episode, I said I was going to talk about the Brexit and how it affects gaming. So that's what we're going to do today. It's a pretty exciting episode, I have to say. I'm going to really kind of throw some statistics out there. And since we used a lot of the European Pro League in the news section, because I wasn't able to watch it, it's going to be a pretty short and sweet and to the point. So everybody is wondering, gosh, Britain is exiting the European Union. What's going to happen? It's going to be a mad war over there. And I know all of you are thinking, how is this going to affect my video game playing? And let me tell you, this is how it's going to affect it, and how it's going to play out, I don't know. We're all in the same boat. But I'm going to give you an idea of what's actually the basics of what could happen to gaming. So here we go. The UK video game industry employs over 30,000 people, approximately 11,000 development staff, which contributes to 1.1 billion to the UK Union dollar, the GDP. And that is a lot of money, especially because 1.1 billion in that is probably a lot more in American, I believe. Right? Guys? Yep, thanks. So, with that being said, with Britain exiting the European Union, you're basically getting a lot of borders around Britain. These borders can affect video game tax relief, R&D tax relief. It's going to affect how Britain can actually communicate and work with other countries because it's a different kind of currency now. I don't know what you mean, Sergeant. So now that they're different kind of currencies, it's going to be harder for them to work together and kind of be like a team because you're separating it. It's a completely different country, aside different rules, different economics, everything. So you're going to see definitely things that are put in place hopefully to help these companies communicate together. You got to build, right now it's them building trust with one another so they can make it through this devastating British activity. That's not what I wanted to say, but that works. So with the change in the borders and everything, with the taxes and the way they communicate, it's going to make it harder for them to create games. It's going to make it more costlier to create. And you're going to see smaller developers, I feel like, fold. Your indie game developers, I feel like, may have a harder time that are actually working together as a team in the country. And how I can turn this back into Halo, you have some of the European teammates and stationed in Britain. So now you're bringing a completely different, with this Brexit, you could see how we have Canadian and American, like the border, and how there's job differences. And when they're working in each country, you're going to start to see that over in Britain because they're trying to separate all of that to themselves. So how is that going to play out? How are gamers from Britain, going to work with the other European Union gamers? I know this is pretty intense stuff. We really got to keep on this. So how's it going to work? Also, a lot of the championships are placed in London. Now, these are huge pots. This is a lot of money bringing to the table. It's like, I guess it would be. I'm trying to figure this out. It'd be like New York separating itself from America and having its own Super Bowl or something, and not really deviating for the rest of the states or the European Union, because basically they turned themselves into European states by that time. But yeah, like I said, short and sweet, to the point, gives you guys some things to think about. Go out there, culture yourselves. If any of this stuff is interesting, you can find it all over the place. Segmentnext.com has a really great article on it. And yeah, just get yourself up to date and stay cultured.
Thanks for stopping by Cat's Cultured Corner. We'll be back next week with more culture and more cat. Whew, I'm feeling cultured.
Thanks, guys. I feel like I did better than last week, and there's more to come. So stay tuned.
You gotta bring it. I like the information flowing there. I like the attitude, frankness. This is a serious situation.
It's passion, Sergeant. It's passion.
I like the passion, yes.
We need a lot of love in this world. We need to stick together.
That is true. You're very right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Speaking
of sticking together, Cloud9 is back in Halo.
Yeah.
What do you think about that one?
Well,
Brainbuster.
It's... I don't know. Whatever, I guess. You know?
This is your team.
I know,
Cloud9 comes in, so they've been in Halo before. They've been in Halo, never performed well. They come back like, hey, let's take a look at this team in the top 4, Renegades. They're going into the finals. Let's acquire that roster. You know, I don't know how this works, but to be honest, I mean, obviously there's no history, no allegiance kind of built up with a specific team yet, but I mean, it's a little frustrating if you're like, yeah, I like the Renegades, I like the logo, I like something about them that I'm kind of drawn to. Now this team comes in and just takes my players, and it's like, oh, now we're a part of that organization. I
mean, I could literally do an entire weekly intel on this by myself. I think, like, you know, like seriously, it's just there has to be some type of freaking law and order, like in esports. It's literally just everyone just going nuts. Oh, hey, yeah. How do we make our name, get our name out there a little more? Sure, let's buy a Halo team that's in the finals and then just change it. Like, there has to be some body that's like, no, you can't do that.
Seriously.
Like, it just hurts the integrity and, I mean, the staying power of a team and the league in general.
No, and it's ridiculous. And it happened in League of Legends. I mean, freaking Echo Fox just came into League of Legends like out of nowhere and just bought their spot in the top League of Legends team. There's literally like 6 tiers of League of Legends pro esports. You can climb your way up and stuff like that, or you can just apparently just buy your spot in the top one. Like,
it's all about the money.
Turning into a money pit, though. It really is. It's just the players are going to follow the money. The team with the most money can stack their team and win.
That's fine, but then have someone else that can actually run it. So that it doesn't harm the organization as a whole, you know? I mean, if you think of esports as a whole, or break it down into Halo esports as one organization, there needs to be something that doesn't harm that. And this harms that. It's stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing stopping anybody from coming in and just offering big bucks and taking players. I don't like it.
Donald Trump's not going to come in and just buy every team and just name them all Trump from next time around.
He's going to make Halo great again, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is just really weird. You know, Ninja for me was becoming synonymous with Renegades. Yeah, I know it's been such a short period of time, but you're starting to get to know players for that. There's players in other leagues that are, yep, he's this, he's that. Like, for the longest time, Peyton Manning was in Indianapolis Colt, and that's what you identified with, and you understand that. Yeah, they can get traded, but that's to a team that's been in the league. Like, this isn't one that just comes in and buys a roster. I mean, that's insane.
Well, and I lost my thought, and it was a good one too. Son of a.
I have no doubt it was solid.
I mean, they need contracts for team lifespans. They need to make rules around entering the league. They need to make caps. They need to have more team player rights. It is new.
It's the Wild West. It's the Wild West.
It really is. It's crazy out there, and now we're like seeing it and buying a spot. I mean, it almost makes you just hate Cloud9. I don't know. But I don't know how they also work. I don't know how they're integrated with each other. I don't know how any of that works either with those two teams as a whole. So, because I mean, Cloud9's a big gaming team. They have a lot of other teams out there. They have a lot of presence.
Yeah. And Renegades was having some trouble, so maybe it's something related to that too.
Be mutual, you know.
It could be.
Obviously, it's mutual. One doesn't just come in and take over the other. It's not like wild animals, but like the way that it's working, and now you're losing like your team names and stuff like that, and getting basically just engulfed by this other team, and now you got to root for that team name. But
yeah,
there's no weight in your team name. There's no weight in it.
No, exactly. There's no point. It could be named, you know, Poop Nuggets, and it wouldn't matter because it might not even last an entire season.
Maybe it was some Poop Nuggets.
I'm gonna steal that name for later on.
What really grinds my gears is the fact that this is like the first, I think it was the first article I've seen all year about Halo on ESPN. So ESPN started their esports thing, and this is what finally pops up as the article on it. Like,
no, that's not the image you want to be projecting.
It's annoying. It's annoying and kind of ridiculous. And it's just timing. It's timing. It all comes down to if they did it literally 5 days from now,
prevent it from happening during the season. Wait until the finals are over and then allow it. Like, that's I
don't know.
Anyway,
that is a whole section.
It is huge. But speaking of the finals, as we mentioned, they're coming up this weekend, July 30th and the 31st if you're lucky enough to be in the LA area, they are going down at LA Live, downtown Los Angeles. If you're not lucky enough to be in the area, they'll be streaming live. Doors open for the event at 11 a.m. It looks like the event kicks off at 12 p.m. I know more details will be to come, but that would be, that'll be 3 o'clock on the East Coast, 12 o'clock on the West Coast. So kind of schedule your weekend accordingly so you can really strap it in and get ready for a weekend full of Halo. I know we're going to be figuring out ways to bring you as much content as we possibly can, weighing in on these matches, kind of giving you our input and our opinion on what we have going down each day with relegation in the finals. I mean, if you guys have anything that you want to see, any takes that you want to hear from us, don't be afraid to send us an email or tweet. Let us know what you want to hear, what you want to see, and we will do our best to work it into what we're planning. And God, I look forward to it.
Yeah, it's been a good weekend. I'm really excited to actually get it. Well, to me, it doesn't seem like a big tournament, because it's just 4 teams, and I know there's a bunch of games, but you kind of I'm excited to see some quality Halo just going down and it being like for real and stuff matters.
There's some stakes. Something's on the line.
Exactly.
Oh, it always gets my heart racing. So I'm hoping with my work schedule, because unfortunately I work Sunday this weekend. I'm hoping I don't know. I'll just walk around the car lot with my phone open watching Twitch. I'll just take 30-minute bathroom breaks. It's fine.
I just really got a case of the runs. It's just not going away.
Gosh, I can't handle it. I can play it up.
It'd be dedication if you actually gave yourself laxatives so you really did have the runs.
That would be serious.
I mean, this is what we're talking about. If you want to be big time, Cat, you gotta really commit.
Man, I'll have to get something to prop my phone up because I'll be using the handlebar.
Just gripping and ripping.
Gripping and ripping. It's funny. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, we have a very special weekly intel for you planned this week. I'm not going to spoil it. Let's get into it right after this. So there's a typical preview that you'll hear on other podcasts, other shows. They'll break down every team, take a look at KD, take a look at win-loss ratios. What are they doing on each game type? What is it on back-to-back days? How do they do in tournaments and tournament formats? How do they do against underdogs? How do they do against teams that are ahead of them in the rankings? That's not going to happen here. That's not for DeltaHalo. What we're bringing you this week is a fantasy draft based on gamer tags for the final 4 teams that are in the North American finals. And I got to say, I'm very confident that I'm going to crush you guys with this roster I'm going to be putting together.
I will drive to Detroit if you take any of my teammates, my team players. I'll drive all the way up there, and I will take you out for a seafood dinner and never call you back.
That's just, I mean...
That hurts.
Go there? Man.
That hurts.
Heartless.
Not seafood.
That's seafood.
I'll make you a bologna sandwich. How's that sound?
No, thank you.
What spam?
Bologna mustard.
Spam
Give me some of that spam straight from the can. Anyway, fantasy draft. We were tossing some ideas around. We're like, you know what? Gamer tags are really funny, and we want to break it down here. We want to hop into the teams. Who's going to go in the first round? Who's really looking good? Which team is stacked? Which team has the guys that, their names brings the goods when you're thinking of that team? They bring extracurriculars. They bring those things, the intangibles, those things that you can't measure. It's not on a stat sheet. It's not in a spreadsheet. This is what we're talking about right here. Let's get into CLG before we get down to going round by round, drafting our team of 4. Top 4. Or top guys off CLG. Who you got? Who's looking primed right now to go in round 1 there, Matty?
I mean, I personally, I think he's Snakebite all day. It's my dude. It's just 'cause he's got it all.
What's he bringing? What's he bringing this year?
I mean, he's a snake, and he bites.
I don't know.
I don't know what more you're looking for. I mean, that level of, you're talking about lethal. A snake bite is lethal, all right? He doesn't need to name himself lethal because the snake bite, it already implies that it's lethal. Yeah.
It makes
he's got
you
it
think.
all. I mean, think about it.
It's true. A snake bite's not just gonna. You're gonna feel the pain. You're gonna feel it.
You feel it in your bones.
Deep in your veins.
I
like it. I like that. I like that pick. I think he is primed. He's really put it together with that name, that selection. I think he's been really working towards this one his whole life. Anyone else that's standing out to you on CLG, or should we get into Enigma 6 here, Kat?
Well, so Snakebite was actually my #1 pick.
Man, revealing it before we even get into the draft. That is a veteran
oh, man,
move.
I jumped the gun.
Veteran
strategy patent.
We'll see if it works out for him.
Well, okay, so I guess Frosty. I mean, Frosty the Snowman. You got, like, Jack Frost. Some really heavy hitters out there. I think Frosty is going to... I mean, he's going to come in and just ice the competition.
I like how you're bringing...
MattyIce would be all over this one.
I like how you're bringing the Christmas stories into this one. Sure. That brings in an element that we haven't seen from any other players in the field. It
could be Christmas comes early to CLG this year.
Oh.
It's not Santa Claus. It's going to be Frosty.
Oh.
Santa Chief.
Dang. He's dropping it right there. Enigma 6. I'm going to take this one from you guys because I got to call out the top dog on their team, Shooter McGavin down there. He's coming in with a lot of legacy. Happy Gilmore. He's got the gun salute after he gets the hot putt. I think he's got some nice flow going on, and when you got those combinations, it's going to be hard to keep him out of the first round.
But is he a single pistol type guy or is he a double pistol type guy? Because I can say it all when you really get down to it.
I don't know. I mean, I think that's his finishing move, and we'll have to wait to see once he's selected. But from what we know, the history, it's a single shooter. But as you said, double shooter could really tilt it.
This is the finals now. It's time to bring out the big guns.
I'm talking here. Envy, what do we got?
Kat, what are you feeling for Envy? What's your take? What's the hot Cat take?
Cat is speechless. He's muted himself. He's trying to like keep his picks to himself now. This is
I
impressive.
say we threw him off.
You don't see anything like this. Like I said, veteran moves. Veteran moves.
Sorry, I was clicking through my trades now, and I don't like to. You know, you guys don't want to hear my clicks.
Talking to other GMs, also veteran moves.
Yeah, doing some inside trading is what I'm doing.
I don't know if that's allowed in this league, but I'll allow it.
Hey, I'm assuming everything's allowed. This is the Wild West out here. All right, everything goes. Gosh,
it's like esports.
They've got some names on their team. I mean, Pistola.
They do actually have names. That's right.
Four
they
of them.
They each have a name, and they're all pretty good. God, I mean, L-Town, take you to town. It rhymes with Pound Town. It's town.
Doesn't rhyme.
L-Town.
It's the same word.
Yeah.
I like the thought there. It's dangerous. Yeah, it's good. Kind of goes with the whole cultural cat's corner here. L-Town.
L-Town.
We'll see what turns up with that
town.
one. Spanish for the town.
I know you got like a sleeper pick too on NVS, don't you, Sergeant?
I do, but I can't deal my hand on this one. I will say it's a wild card. It's a sleeper pick. I see him coming out late. Late rounds here. We got Rain, aka Wayne, coming out. I think it'll be in the 4th round. I don't see this guy dropping early, but I think he's a sleeper. He'll bring that alias to the table there. Wayne, no one will know what's happening. They'll throw him off. I like him in the 4th round.
I mean, it's just for some reason he's just become Wayne. And when you get that type of madness going on, like you just don't know what's gonna happen. Just no idea. Just coming out of left field with Wayne.
It's better to throw off your opponents than to come in straight on with something that's predictable.
All right, I'll allow it.
And as we go into the final team, the 4th team, we've got Renegades, a.k.a. Cloud9.
I was going to say, what the hell?
A solid roster. What's their prospects of going in the early rounds?
I think Penguin all day. It's a name. It just induces fear. It really does.
He might peck you to death. He might waddle on your face.
I think anything more terrifying, especially when you live in the water. You just don't know what's going to happen.
Batman. I mean, Penguin was a dirty mother.
Don't give him an umbrella. Don't give him an umbrella.
True.
Yep. So
if Penguin shows up to the finals with an umbrella, we know it's on.
you have Ninja on the team. You can't beat the name Ninja. Ninja is the top of everything. If you're a ninja at it, you're the best at it.
All right.
So you can't with a name like that.
That's some common sense rationale right there. I don't know if that's something that we can really debate.
He's the Great White Ninja from Beverly Hills Ninja. Gobe. Was it Gobe? Or wait, was Gobe his brother?
I don't remember.
I think Gobe was his brother. Yeah, Gobe was his brother, who was not white.
All right, guys, let's get into this draft. We have babbled on long enough about breaking these teams down. Now is where the rubber hits the road, where boys become men, and you listen to Boys to Men.
We didn't really discuss this, but who gets to go first is the question. Now, personally, I think we should go age before beauty.
Yes, youngest first.
No, age before beauty.
This is a terrible idea. Who brought a coin? Who brought a coin?
Who brings a coin to a name fight?
Okay, so here's what I'll do. I'm gonna pick a number between 1 and 10. I'm gonna take second pick though.
You are. That is not how this is gonna happen.
This is fair. I'm giving up my first pick.
Rock, paper, scissors. Here we go.
Who was born first?
Okay, rock, paper, scissors. I like this. So here we go. It's Rochambeau.
Hold on. Yeah. It's rock, paper, scissors. So we're correct. We're going rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and then you do it.
Yeah. Keep it on camera.
Right.
Here we go.
All right, it's on camera. Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
What's Matt? What is that? A rock?
You're done. You're cut.
Matt's out.
You're cut.
Matt's out for DQ because you can't do this. This is a rock scissor.
What do you mean? This is. We're supposed to use what? It's scissors, right? Right, Sergeant?
Is that a gun?
You ready?
Rock.
All right.
Paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors,
shoot. Son of a bitch.
Yeah. All right.
Like it's DQ'd anyways. I'm second.
You DQ'd.
With the first official pick in the NA Fantasy Draft, Team The Wayne Train selects
the Wayne Train
out of Quebec, Canada, coming from Team CLG, Snakebite.
He's not from Quebec, Canada, is he?
That's where he's from in this draft, and that's all that matters.
I was going to say, I think Royal 2's Canadian, but...
You came right out on that, huh?
Yeah.
Just snaked it.
You guys won me over with the deadly attack of the snake bite. That's all we need to know. I'm afraid of snakes. We're getting them on the team.
There is no poisonous snakes in Quebec, Canada, by the way.
It's fine.
Never been there.
It's like Africa.
He could be a house pet.
Australia. Anything in Australia wants to kill you.
House pet. House pet.
All right, house pet. All right. All right, so I'm up next then. So I am going to go, and I think this is a pretty obvious choice with the Boo Boo Doo Boo. I mean, you really get it. It's just, it's Boo Boo Doo Boo. Come on. Like, what more do I have to say about that?
You gotta say
it's a fantastic name. It makes zero sense whatsoever. So your teammates have no idea what you're coming at them with. Like who the hell is this guy on their team? Boo Boo Doo Boo, and then you laugh at him, and then he shoots you in the face 7,000 times.
Boo Boo, take my doo boo is what you say.
Right. Exactly.
That's a great pick. I mean, he's a young guy, young gun rookie coming out of out of the opens, and I like the potential that he shows with the 4 U's. 4 U's in the name usually signifies power, so we'll run with that one. So nice pick.
I love when you quote scripture.
Cat. By the way, you need a team name. Oh,
yeah, you're right. I'm doing a little throwback here to the old the days when I was in Georgia, and we used to throw this word around all the time. The Douche Muffins is my team name.
Wow. Douchey.
Douche Muffins.
Douchey.
Pretty
combine 2 words that have nothing to do with each other.
Douchey. Nice.
Yep.
It is a good insult, though, if you want to call your friend it.
I figured I'd bring it out. I don't think I've said douche muffins in a while. I brought it up in the podcast yet, so I figured it was time.
Use that one. Share it with your friends.
It's good.
Cat.
So, well, my team name is Victoria's Secret.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Shut up.
Really
Sauce.
put some thought into that one.
That took a long time to those play on words. And it's copyrighted to your next fantasy team. I don't want to see either one of you with it because I don't play fantasy games with you guys. Real sports. So my first pick,
Wow.
the pick you've all been waiting for, is going to be Hook. Believe it or not.
Hook.
Wow.
Why Hook?
Yeah,
Two
you
young
don't-
guns off in the first round.
Are you guys heckling me right now?
I can't say
Yeah,
I saw that one coming.
I want your reasoning. Why'd you go with Hook?
To be honest, it's the name I kind of really believe I'm going to name my next dog. Hook.
Hook?
That's mainly why I'm doing it. It's
You've
just
already
an
found
all-out
Roxy's
good name.
replacement? Jeez.
It symbolizes loyalty, love, hardworking. I could go on. Like,
This is
Hook.
deep. Not something that we saw coming from Team Victoria's Secret this year.
Victoria's Secret.
And you got something you want to say to Hook here, Cat, or what? So we want to give you some. You want to go back in the culture corner and.
Give him some of that culture.
MattyIce takes it there one more time.
Whatever.
Yep, Hook. Because that's what I'm gonna name my next dog. I literally just decided right now. I've got Rock Pup, and I'm gonna have Hook Pup.
All right,
It's a
we're gonna hold you
squad.
to that. By the way, stay updated, guys.
Round 2. Team The Wayne Train selects from Enigma 6, Shooter McGavin.
Shooter.
We know he's got the single gun shot. Like we said, we don't know if he can pull out the double for the kill. And I like him as my second spot. Matty is pondering.
Super-duper. Sorry, I was looking at.
I thought you
chat.
passed out on us for a second.
By the way, I'm taking this very seriously. But I have lists, and this is more work than I do for fantasy football.
He's ranked them
it's probably-
meticulously.
It's probably why I lose. All right, so round 2. I am gonna go. You know, I talked about it in the opening, and I got to go with Penguin. I just, it's from he hails from Australia, so we know he's deadly, and it's not one of those Antarctica penguins that sit there and huddle together for warmth and shit like that, stuff like that. You know, this is like penguins that like just murder fish on the daily and aren't afraid of whales or sharks, and they will punch them in the face.
Murder fish.
I don't know.
I'm
Penguin.
confident that my snake is not afraid of penguins, so snakebite is still going to anchor us against that.
I don't know. Is your snake's from Quebec?
It's true. He's Canadian.
He's
It's just gonna say sorry the whole time.
It's a friendly snake.
He'll bring some
sorry about
donuts,
that.
Tim Hortons coffee.
Yeah, but they're from Quebec. They don't even do any of that cool stuff. They're just like
True.
the pretentious.
Well, I'll bring some.
Quebec, by the way. Quebec. Not Quebec. It's Quebec.
Yeah. All right.
Speaking of pretentious,
I'm becoming a hybrid.
yeah, all right, hybrid. Let's go, victorious.
Pick
Victoria's
two.
Secret.
Team Victoria's Secret is going to be hailing from...
He can't figure out where his players are
I
coming
idea
from.
where he's from, but he came from somewhere. McWin. Because
It's kind of like Penguin. You missed
He's
out
got-
on that last pick.
would you consider McWin a bird?
It's like a penguin. McWin, penguin, yeah.
I was thinking,
Would you
I
consider
was thinking more like a duck.
Oh.
I picture McWin, I picture a duck. Maybe a woodland duck. You know, nice brown feathers, golden feathers.
Green head.
Yeah.
Plumage.
Green head, very vibrant.
Say what you want about ducks. They're
Ready to show his
vicious.
colors. So McWin, and he has win in the name. Double positive.
Mick for the win.
Ooh.
Depends how you spell win, but we'll let that go.
Round 3.
All right.
Team The Wayne Train. Going off course here. selecting Manager Showtime
Oh.
from Enigma 6. Made the move early. I felt like round 3 is really where I could get some value for my manager. And I believe I have the best one of the squad with Showtime. I think he's really going to bring it with his flash, his pizzazz, maybe some dance moves, gets the guys motivated, get us out there for the win.
I expect there to be lots of glitter involved.
Absolutely. Glitter and white gloves.
I should have known when I mentioned Showtime. When I mentioned Showtime as a pick to look for, you look nervous. I should have known.
You're
Should have jumped on that just so you couldn't have it.
We went off card. I saw the opportunity.
Yep.
All right. So for my pick, I am going to go third round team. The Douche Muffins are going to select Royal 2 from CLG. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. He's not Royal 1. He's not Royal 3. So that means he's better than the third one. But I'm going to assume that there was a Royal 1 that he was actually twin, and that he ate Royal 1 in the wound. And it really shows the womb. And it really shows the killer instinct that I looked for in my player to carry me through to the finals and to glory.
I honestly thought Snakebite took out Royal 1 with that lethal venom. And they had to bring in Royal 2.
And they had to get it all frosty. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Victoria's Secret, you're up.
Speaking of Victoria's Secret's third pick, it's going to be Frosty.
That is the third CLG player off the board. This is unprecedented territory.
We've seen it's been a common theme. They've been winning all the seasons so far. So
you guys have seen my passion for Frosty a couple minutes ago. He's going to ride that sleigh into town and take it for himself. He's going to take it, frost it over.
Frosty the Snowman.
He's going to go, frost you and frost you. I'm out.
Round 4. Team The Wayne Train selects. Gotta go with our sleeper pick here. Wayne the Rain from Team Envious. I really like the name Wayne here. I think it's something that will throw opponents off. I gotta say, it was a little bit of a typo when I wrote him up on my card, but I think that's what we'll call him going forward. I think the guys in the clubhouse are really gonna appreciate a little camaraderie being able to call him Wayne. John Wayne was a great Western star, and I think he reflects that character.
see, you can go with John Wayne all you want. I just go Wayne's World. So he's going to be a guy in a basement on a couch.
Wayne Gretzky.
That's fine too. We'll take that.
That's where you're going to end up too with that pick.
We exemplify character on the Wayne Train.
All right, so my fourth pick, I have to do it. I'm going to go with Fanboy. I'm going to go with Ninja. That's what I do.
Oh my gosh.
Come on. First of all, he's a ninja.
I don't blame you.
You just don't mess, like as Kat identified early on. You just don't do it. You just don't mess with a ninja. It's just not a good idea, and it really is going to end badly for you. Like, he is a ninja master, not just a regular ninja. Like, the blackness of his belt is like the inside of a coffin on a moonless night. All right?
That is threatening. I'm a little terrified right now.
You'll also catch MattyIce next weekend at the local coffee house poetry slam, where he likes to really let those poems go. Open mic night.
I'm not scared. I'll get deep, Kat.
But yeah, I like that. Ninja's strong pick.
Victoria's Secret is on the clock.
Oh man, timing down. I'm between two of them right now because I had two picks. I went off the board with Frosty. I'm gonna have to go. It's between Kratos and Symbolic. I'll let you know that. And I am going to go with Kratos.
Can never go too early with a manager that may come back to bite Victoria's Secret in the butt.
I'm telling you, what better manager than the God of War?
He's not managing. He's playing. You got to learn your team.
What?
You got to figure out what's going on here. I'm devaluing your team right now. This draft.
Don't call me out.
F. Grade F.
Than the God of War. You said manager. Literally 3 seconds before I talked. I challenge you to a duel, sir.
Mind games.
Nope, Kratos. God of War. I mean, obviously he's going to bring it to the table. With a name like that, you can't disappoint.
I will admit, the Wayne train was going to select Kratos in round 5, so you got a strong pick there. And
no wonder you were so upset right there.
I'll be honest.
Salty.
I'll be honest.
Round
5, the final round of the fantasy draft. Team the Wayne train selects from Team Envious the Wizard Pistola D's Nuts.
D's Nuts?
Oh, you took my pick.
Had to take him. There was a little chatter pre-draft, and I heard D's Nuts being tossed around. I know he is known as the Wizard. Ola Pistola, I got your Pistola. Any way you want to slice it, that name is on fire, and we needed it on the Wayne train.
I'm not sure what just happened, but I'm excited for it.
That's right. Intimidation.
All right, so the Douche Muffins with their final pick are going to go, you know, it might seem cliche, but we're going to go with CLG's Clutch as our final pick. You mean, if we're going to fill out our roster with the manager, I want the guy that's just going to come through in the big time. He's just, you know, just going to be slapping the base big time.
Slap at the base?
That's what he's going to do. I mean, think about it.
He's going to be slapping the base.
What could you want in crunch time?
I'll tell you what I want. I need to hear some bass rhythms when it's really coming down to it from Clutch.
It'd be sweet if he just pulls out a guitar after in the middle of the finals.
No, I want a bass, not a guitar.
All right, whatever. It's all the same. All right, Kat, what do you got for your final
Victoria's Secret, please close us out with a good pick.
We're going to close it out with Symbolic. I'm glad he made it to the final round. I thought somebody would jump right on him. You got to think of symbols. Symbols are very meaningful. Symbols can show your true emotions between religion, like all that faith stuff, your country, everything is symbolic. And that's what he is. He's everything. He is neither day nor night. And
so what? Is he dusk?
And he's could be dusk, or is he dawn? We'll never know. But that's the thing about him. He could bring it, and he's gonna.
The shapeshifter behind the players on the bench. Bold choice. You left a veteran like Alum Night out there. We'll see if that comes back to bite you in the end.
I had to get a manager out there, so because what's better to represent your team than a symbolic flag?
That's right.
So,
and that, my friends, concludes the fantasy draft. I hope that was riveting. I hope that we brought a new perspective to your Halo viewing and, approach these finals in a different way.
But to backtrack a little bit, almost going with names as opposed to teams, we're finding out these days that names are meaning more than teams. So how far off are we on really picking a solid fantasy team by just going with names?
We'll never know.
We'll never know. We're going to know. We're going to find out.
Said never. But I'm excited. I am excited for the finals, though, and I think that it's going to, do we see an upset? What do you guys think?
First off, thank you guys for bearing with us through the fantasy draft. But as far as an upset goes, I don't see any upset happening. The only team that I see staging what might be an upset would be Team Envious, and I don't see them taking down CLG. I think Enigma 6 has been way too hot recently. I guess if you want to say an upset is anyone that beats CLG,
Right.
So yeah, I believe Enigma 6 can take down CLG. I do. I really think they are going to bring it. I think they have been getting stronger each week, and this is really going to cap it off. I think they're gonna bring it this week and show everybody that they have a young team, but they're going to bring it together and take down that God Squad that's been rolling all season.
I mean, so we saw CLG lose at the end of the season. I mean, is that something that we talked about it as being almost a good thing for them as a wake-up call? I mean, is that something that actually really kind of do you think it does affect them? Does it, or maybe not even affect them? Does it affect the other teams? They're like, hey, we can beat them. They can be beaten. Like someone beat them.
I'm
like,
curious.
It can happen.
Yeah, so I'm curious when it comes down to preparation, how much of those game types that they lost are teams going back and watching. If it's so I was taking a look at Enigma 6 before we hopped on here, and they're a very strong Strongholds team. Their Slayer is not great, and their Capture the Flag, they are at 500 as far as win-loss goes, and their Strongholds game is amazing. And when they beat CLG, they played Strongholds twice in that week, and that was a best of 5. So I think that is a bit of a blueprint, I would say, if you can be able to take the Stronghold matches. But I mean, in the end, it comes down to being able to put a complete 7-game series together, and that might be Slayer, and CLG slays like no other. That's where I think it's going to just be a matter of having the right strategy on each map. And as we noted earlier, there are vetoes. The EU teams, when they were broadcast this past weekend, they were talking through the vetoes that teams were selecting in between the matches, and I think that will play a very big strategic role in the NA finals.
It should, right? I mean, it's got to be each team's trying to set up the things that they do best. And
right.
I mean, when we look at CLG, it's hard to identify something that they can really get beaten. You're looking for what other teams do well, because CLG kind of does everything well. They really do. They just don't lose games. Like they roll, and I think I mean, what do we see here, guys? What do we see for a finals? Who do you see coming out?
Kat, what do you got?
Well, I mean, statistically speaking, you'd have to go with CLG winning it.
What's your heart tell you?
Heart tells me that Envious is going to take the win. You got my team. It's my team. I absolutely am going to support them the entire way. And, I mean, like we did in the Halo Bowl, the nerves are heightened. Everything is way more intense. Stress levels between your teammates are at an all-time high, and there's no telling what could happen. I mean, they're 4 of the best teams in North America.
Yeah.
I know CLG is just a powerhouse, but everyone's got a solid chance. So I want to see Envious take it just because they're my team, but I mean, I see CLG coming through because after that loss that's probably exactly what they needed. During that was a little bit of a wake-up call. They're not 100% unbeatable, but that just made them train 10 times harder.
Pretty damn near close, but yeah, I agree. I mean, I think it's
pretty close.
They move past it. I mean, I think they move past it. They have the confidence that it takes. I think the two teams, when I look at right now, weighing just the confidence factor as well as how well they've been playing in the second half of the season, I don't see Envious or Renegade's confidence anywhere near Enigma 6 or CLG. I think Enigma 6 really brings a very, very similar attitude to each match that CLG has, and that's all led by Kratos. I mean, I think he definitely sets the tone for that team coming in, and he's not going to back down from anybody. And with a team like that, I wouldn't either. I mean, they're really strong. So I see them definitely contending, but in the end, I don't know. It's hard to say. I think CLG is so tough.
Well, you got the Cloud9 edition as well. So,
we're going to call them Renegades out of...
Yeah, I mean, Renegades. So you got Cloud9 overtaking them. I mean, you got a whole nother organization engulfing, like we were saying, Renegades. Like, that can affect their gameplay. We could be possibly seeing a team, I mean, given under the right circumstances and the right people around them, getting them to work together and everything like that, I mean, that team's kind of a wild card at the moment. We don't know how that's going to affect them. They could just be absolutely terrible with how much that stuff they have going on, or maybe it just boosts their confidence. Or they're Cloud9 again, like Cloud9's back. It's a huge organization. Maybe that'll just get them so pumped up that they boost their level.
I think for the finals' sake, I would love to see that happen. Honestly, I would love to see them show up, especially with a guy like Ninja who has a strong following. I'd love to see them do well. But as much as I want that to happen, I don't see it happening.
Oh, I mean, so do I. I want to see. I don't honestly think that they can necessarily win. I think they're a good team. I don't think they're at the level of CLG or Enigma 6. I just don't think that they're there at this point. Whatever it is, for whatever reason, they're just. I mean, they play well. They play these teams tough. They don't have whatever these other teams have. The quality is just not quite to that level. So, I mean, I think I would love to see them versus CLG and to see if they could actually take it home, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I think, I actually think CLG can lose this game. I think the way everything's been trending, I think Enigma 6 is, like you said, they're too high. I don't think there's such a thing. We thought they were going to be that good eventually, and it seems like they're getting to be that good at the right time.
Yeah.
And they're rolling. Whatever, the game didn't matter against CLG. CLG didn't have anything to really play for, and they were playing for like a perfect record. It's not like you're risking injury and benching your good players or anything like that. They wanted to finish perfect.
Yeah.
I think my 6 is that good of a team. Like you said, the strongholds part of it that comes into play. I mean, it's 7 games. It's a long series. There's a lot to happen. So I think Enigma 6 can beat CLG. I actually think that they will, too. We'll see. It's going to be tough. I'm more concerned. I think in a finals matchup, which is what I want to see, I want to see Enigma 6 and CLG. That's what I want to see. I think that's awesome. I think it has 7 games written all over it. That would be awesome, sweet to watch, and we'd get a ton of entertainment value out of it. I'm a little worried Enigma 6 could look forward to that and get tripped up. Because Renegades and Envious are very good teams, and they're not going to be intimidated. So I'm worried about Enigma 6 tripping up before they get to CLG, essentially. But I think they can take it when they're head-on-head.
Now, the nice thing about this format is if they do get tripped up, so taking a look at the matchups, we got CLG versus Renegades and Enigma 6 versus Envious in the first round. Take a look at it. CLG is going to beat Renegades, and they're going to drop to the losers bracket. Enigma 6, if they do lose to Envious, they go play Renegades, knock Renegades out, await CLG beating Envious, beat Envious, and then take on CLG. I mean, that's very plausible. That could happen.
Sure.
I think Enigma 6 and Envious is going to be a really good game.
I do too. I think it's going to be tight.
It's going to be a solid start. I really do feel like CLG will probably just blow Renegades out of the water. But, I mean, like I said before, Renegades could be this wild card. We don't know. But Enigma 6 and Envious, that's going to be a solid game. I'm super excited about that, and hopefully with my work schedule, I can see it. I'll just watch it as long as they put it up fast enough, yeah. So.
I'm excited for it. I think we're in for a good matchup. I think these are the strongest teams in the league. I think it's played out the way it was supposed to be, and it's gonna be fun to watch. And really the big ticket is, can anyone beat CLG?
Yep.
That's what we're all looking for.
That is.
I mean, we've been reiterating this from the start. Like, we don't know where things are going to go and how things are going to happen. And seeing these last 4 teams, seeing EG just drop out, looking in from the window, we would have never guessed that. You would have guessed all of our guesses on who these top 4 teams. EG was in it every time. So it just shows you how things can change. We have no idea. CLG, what if they came in last? Oh my God. Ooh, that'd be crazy.
That's funny.
Their followers would be so upset. I know we sound like such CLG haters. We only hate because they're really good.
No,
they're fantastic and they're great and they just dominate. But you're looking for someone to press them. You don't want to see someone just roll everybody.
It's Worlds all over again if that happens. No one wants to see that.
Right, nope. Exactly.
The underdog. It's the Rudy story. That should have been my team name.
Wayne.
Rudy.
We need to see Wayne do something.
Damn it, Wayne.
Victoria's Secret. It should have been Rudy something. I don't know.
Rudy's Secret?
Miss that train.
Rudy's secret came out when he was Samwise Ganji.
Oh yeah. So speaking of the fantasy draft guys, anyone listening, tweet us. Let us know Victoria's Secret, Douche Muffins, or the Wayne Train. Which one's set up? Which one's set up for success? We gotta have a little bit of a fan vote here. So let us know who you're feeling out of that. But I mean, if that's all we got, guys. Any closing thoughts? Any closing words? Things we should be looking out for?
I would say get in and completely off track, but get in and get your team doubles in. We're really looking for that ranked playlist, and I am really weathering myself to really get down on some of that. So also get out there and get your ground pounds.
Yes, get out there and get your ground pounds. Very good. Matty?
Yeah, I'm just excited for this. I'm excited for the finals, and I hope it's good. And that's my final thought. I hope it's good. I hope it's quality. I hope we get to see close games that come down to the best of game. The winner takes all games. That's what we want to see. It's the drama. It's where you see the most emotion, the best play, and it's not fun to see sweeps. We want close games. That's all I want. That's what I'm hoping for. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. And I got to put in one final word. We know we had Sparrow putting his hat in the ring to play with us as a fourth, which we welcome anybody. If you want to come on and play some games with us, anytime we're on, send us a message, hop in our party, hop in our fire team, whatever it may be. Just let us know you want to play some games. Nothing serious. We just want a fourth player to play with who's not legit when we're trying to get down in some arena. So, yeah, hop in anytime. Let us know what you want to do, and we'll play some games. But yeah, legit's always welcome too, I suppose.
We do love him.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening to episode 36 of DeltaHalo. We will catch you next week.
Thanks, guys. Vote for Victoria's Secret.
Boo.